Could we actually see the TUPOLEV 95 in the game? Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons. Make sure to subscribe, and today we have another video about a mod. I will leave the links in the description. You just have to drop the files into the folder and it's good to go, okay guys? But the thing is, well guys, this TUPOLEV is pretty interesting, I gotta say. It's an aircraft that it's supposed to be in the game, kinda. I mean, what is that guy doing over there? I just saw that. But not at the same time. It's complicated, right? So we have this mod that kinda recreates the aircraft a little bit. You can kinda see where it is. Let's drop our bomb. It's not modeled apparently, but doesn't matter. And the thing is, this aircraft is pretty much a super TU-4. That's what it is, guys. Everything that the TU-4 had on its strengths, this thing has, but it's better. And the weaknesses were kinda dealt with a little bit. So, for example, here we have much more efficient engine, so the aircraft is much faster. You have the dual props and everything. So the aircraft itself flies way better, of course, with the wing designs and everything like that. But it is pretty much what a TUPOLEV is, right? A TU-4 is in the game. It doesn't have any fancy equipment or anything like that, if added as the bomber variant. And as you see, I mean, that's that's a large muzzle flash, but that's funny. But yeah, even the gunners are very similar to the TU-4, right? So it is very interesting to see an aircraft like this not in the game yet. And even with the speed, that's the thing. Even though this aircraft is actually used until this day, it doesn't mean that it should not be in the game in the proper BR, right? The thing is that this aircraft is actually very much capable of being added. That's the thing. The B-52 kind of falls in between maybe being too fast for certain BRs and too slow and sluggish and easy to kill for certain BRs. And yeah guys, it is while the B-52 kinda has some troubles in the BR and how it would be added, something like the TU-95 could actually be added a little bit easier. You know, it's an aircraft that is, as I said, a lot more similar to something like a TU-4, but of course faster, and of course carrying a lot more bombs. I think the same principle, as I said, this is very hard to actually fly sometimes. The same principle as the B-52 would need to be actually added, in the sense that it needs to have different objectives than normal aircraft, because it takes its time getting there, and some attackers and stuff like that can already, you know, destroy the capabilities of these aircraft, because it will get to the targets a lot quicker than this thing. But if correctly added into a certain BR, and you know, with the amounts of bombs that this thing can carry, actually it's like 15,000 kilograms, so a little bit less, if I'm not mistaken, than the B-52, but still a lot. Could mean that this thing can actually, if with the objectives and stuff, could actually be added fairly, you know, okay-ish in kind of a BR where we still have the Korean War stuff and, you know, some late 50s aircraft. So basically a 9-point-something BR, right? While the TU-4 is at 8.0, which is already a very large BR, if added in a 9-point-something BR, it would face maybe some aircraft that can actually kill this thing very easily, but nothing too fancy, right? And I guarantee that if added with the proper variants, it could actually use even some countermeasures, right? So it means that the aircraft could actually even be safe from the early missiles that we normally see into those BRs, right? Of course, it's very early missiles, right? So it should be easy to avoid them with some countermeasures. I couldn't confirm if this thing actually used any countermeasures, but I mean, I think they would use, right, some kind of form of countermeasures in such a big aircraft. And together with the gunners, the guy would need to actually get close to the actual aircraft and to kill it, right? If they cannot kill it with an A9B, for example. And with that, maybe the gunners have a chance, right? So it's a much more reliable and easy aircraft to add than a B-52, right? And yeah, this actual mod is pretty amazing. You know, thank you Suryan, I think it's the name of the creator, for doing this. And of course, you know, I will leave the links in the description. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about the TU-95 and if it could actually be added or not to the game. So yeah, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye guys.